Hey producers, what's good? It's your host Hitplay, and today I'll be showing you how I make my beat videos for YouTube using Hitfilm for Express. Alright, so the first thing I typically do is I go to a website called Pixabay. And it's a website where you can get free HD stock footage and just basically loop the video over and over while your beat plays behind it. So I'm going to pixabay.com, change this all images to videos. And you can search for like whatever you want, so maybe like a cityscape. And then you get all these free videos that you can just download, and if you hover your mouse over it, they'll move and you can kind of see what they are. And that one doesn't have enough movement for me. This is just like some blurred traffic. This maybe is a time lapse. No, it's just like a video of like on a boat in a city. Let's do this one. This looks like maybe some drone footage. I'll just click on it and see. It'll download, or it'll load faster that way. Okay, cool. So this will work. And all you'll do is you'll hit free download and then click the highest quality you can get. Click download. It's free to download it. It'll load right there. I've already got this one downloaded just to save time. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the link in the description below and you're going to go download Hitfilm for Express. Alright, so once Hitfilm 4 is downloaded, or Hitfilm 2017, which I think they just recently updated to, is downloaded, what you're going to do is you're going to go to New over here in this corner. Make sure that your settings are just the same as mine, so you want it to be 1080p full HD at 30 frames a second, 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames a second, and then you want this to be 48,000 hertz. And then you're just going to click start editing. And then you should be greeted by a screen that looks similar to this. This is your little media section. This is going to be your timeline. This is going to be kind of your preview area, and these are all your effects. So what we're going to do is we're just going to import our files that we want to use. So I'll go and I will find the beat that I want to use and go in here, wave, and go to era. Now typically I do use tagged beats for my videos, but I'm just doing this as a demonstration. So now what we're gonna do is, let's see, grab the city, and then I need to grab my thumbnail. So put the, where is it, era. So my desktop, yeah. Boom, just like that. And now you have everything you need to make your beat video. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna start dragging these things in. So we're going to put the video in first, and then you want this to match the, yes, I want them to match. It'll load in right there, and then you see that it's created this audio track as well. Some of the videos from Pixabay will have this audio track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select them both, hit unlink, click off, click the audio, and then hit delete or backspace. Now what we can do is we can put our beat in right here. And then if we play the beat, I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. Let's see. And now if we play the beat and the video, we're seeing that this is moving. So it's giving our beat a little bit of life. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this video, right click, insert track. It'll make another one. I'm going to put my artwork right here. And then I'm going to drag it all the way to the length of the beat. Need to turn this off real quick. Cool. So now this is taking up the whole screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to controls while we have the image selected, go to transform, and then we'll go to scale, and we can do 40, and that'll just make it really small like that, so it's still in the middle but you can still see it. And then what we're gonna do is go to the video, and we will go to color grading, hue shift, drag this onto the video that we want to affect, wait for it to load, open this caret up right here, and then we'll pull the saturation all the way down, and that'll make the video black and white. We can also maybe brighten it a little bit, but I don't like that, so we're not going to do that. Next thing we're going to do is add some transitional effects. So we're going to go to the transitions, video, go to dissolve. I like cross dissolve, but feel free to experiment with stuff. You're going to drag and drop that on the very front of this, and then drag that all the way forward. And then I'm going to zoom, put this on the image, and then pull that all the way forward. So now you can see that there's nothing there. This just means that the screen's gonna be black. It's similar to when I did the thumbnail tutorial, where this was where all this was like white and black or white and gray checks, and it just didn't show up. It was like transparent. It's the same thing in video software, except it's just black instead of white. So if I play it now, it just gives the video a little bit more life to it. Okay, so from here, you could literally just click this, hold Alt, drag, and then click on this effect right here and delete that. And then just duplicate it again. And then just make sure that it lasts all the way to the end of your beat. And then you could just basically pretty much be done if you wanted to. The next step that I take typically is, I'm going to delete these, is I'll go to this, and then I'll go to the gradient and fill section, drag the color gradient on it, click back over here so I can see it, and then I'll open it up, and then I'll pick colors that kind of match the thumbnail image that I have. So I'll click a neon green, move this node over here in the corner, move this one over here, and I'll click a darker green. And then I'll change the blend mode to hard light. And I want this neon green to be not so bright. And I want this one to be darker. Probably brighten that back up again. So it's a little bit of just experimenting and playing around. And now, still not liking how this is looking. Darken it just a touch more. Just kind of put this in the middle. Put this out here. You can put this out to the side and it won't be as bright. And then now you can just duplicate this out. And then delete these effects. And then what I typically do is I put some transitions on the end. So I'll do the dissolve. So it'll just dissolve out towards the very end. And there you go. Beat video done. After you move this little black slider over to the end, so that you don't get all this black dead space. This is basically like the start and end point. So if you want to start somewhere over there, it'll start wherever this little curtain is, and this little black curtain is where it's going to end. So you can zoom in and get finer controls of that, but that's basically it for just making a typical beat video. Okay, so from here, the next step that I would do just to kind of finish this off is I would just add like a text layer. So what you'd want to do is go to, let's see, we need to go to new, composite shot, hit OK. It'll open this up, and you'll click this little A right over here, click and drag, you'll make a text box, and we'll just say subscribe for more. And then we'll go to this text tab right here. We'll hit this align. Actually, we have to highlight it and then click the center. And then click the select tool to just move it around. And then if I wanted to make it bigger, what I would do is I would double click inside. It'll be highlighted, and you can just click. Oh, you should be able to click and drag up somewhere. Yeah, right here maybe. I guess not. You'll just have to click it up, or click and hold this, and it'll get bigger. So we'll do that. Then you can change the colors if you want it to be black. If you wanted there, if you wanted this to have a border around it, you could. You can change the color. We'll close this. Go back to the editor. We have this composite shot right here. So what we'll do, click on this, unlink, delete, and then you can put this wherever you wanted to put it. If you wanted to put an effect on it, and I know it's probably not centered, but I don't really care right now. Let's see. We go to effects, go to video, and then we'll do cross dissolve. Stretch this all the way over here. Put another one on the other end, and then what we'll have. It'll fade in, and then it'll fade out. And you can kind of line them up with like where your hook ends or where your hook begins, and just kind of play with that. Some other cool effects you could do, if you pay $50, you can get the audio spectrum tool. So if you just want your, let's see, if you just wanted to make like an image and then make this back at 100, you could put the audio spectrum like somewhere in the middle or somewhere at the bottom, or two on the sides being side chained or like affected by the audio itself. And that would be cool. I don't have that because, you know, it's $50 and I'm not paying for that to upgrade right now. The other thing you can do is if you just want to do something simple, just to give somebody something to look at, you could go to generate and go to timecode, and then click and drag this onto the image, and then go to here, and then you could just scale it up, just kind of play with it. Try to get it even. Click this, you can move it around. I just want it to kind of be in the middle. That's good enough for now. And then as the video goes along, it'll just show how long the beat is. So you could do that, and then also if you wanted to go back and rescale it, it'll be right there. You can still see it, and now you have, you know, the best of both worlds. Okay, so once you get something that you're happy with and you watch it a couple times, you put this volume back up. I only turned it down just for, you know, demonstration for the tutorial. But what you'd do is you'd go to export, and then you'd go to MP4. Make sure all these are good settings, everything's fine. Frame rate should be either a little bit less or the same as what you started with, and then you want to make sure that your audio is at 320 kilobits. 320 kilobits. There we go. And then you just click export, and then it would take however long it would take. Typically mine take about anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, so it's not going to take that long. While it's doing that, you can go do something else on your computer, just take a break. And that is how you make a beat video in Hitfilm 4 Express. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and if it was, be sure that you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, just remember, you gotta stand out to be heard. And this is Hitplay signing off, so peace.